Hello friends, this is the Cryptonian taking a look at Bitcoin and a few select coins and just general market activity. Currently Bitcoin at 35,300. It is currently Sunday evening going into Monday shortly North American East Coast time. Taking a look at Bitcoin on the weekly now, like what we've seen before, still at support 35,300. We did dip down to 34,000. However, it does look like we're putting up a fight at this level, and I'll take a look shortly and tell you why. So, excuse me, on the weekly, some things to notice is that stochastics is just right down here at the bottom, grinding down and ready to move up when Bitcoin gets off the floor. And RSI 36, getting pretty close to oversold on the weekly. Surprisingly, we are still slightly bullish compared to the previous lows, right? Previous lows 28.8, I think. When was that? That was last summer. We hit, let's see, what did we hit? 29. Okay, so we hit 29 last summer, and currently we're at 35. So we are technically bullish. We're making a higher low here if we can hold on to this. And what's really amazing is this massive consolidation area. It looks like a consolidation area. Now, if we can turn this around and start to move up, this could be a huge double bottom, could be a huge W pattern here. W patterns are bullish, and then we'd have to, we'd have to have a lot of buying to move up and retest that 70K area. And if we break out, oh my goodness, what a massive run that would be. So it's 50% profit just returning back to the upper resistance line, all-time high. With modest leverage, that would be nice. So the volume oscillator is still slightly in the positive, which is a good sign, still green. And so again, we're fighting to hold this area. We have a wick we have a new weekly candlestick. It is red. Not surprising though, because sometimes when you just start a new candle, it can look red at the beginning, especially if it, like on Sundays, right? Sundays are slow, especially if Sundays are slow, but it can turn around because you have all week to change the momentum and push the price higher. So, this candlestick here could end up turning green at any time during the week. So, not too concerned about that. Taking a look at the daily chart, we can see here, let's see, on the daily chart, we can see, let me move this up a little bit for you so you can see a little bit better. I've got so much on my chart, it's not easy, I know. Sorry about that. Alright, so here on the daily chart, you can see that we did have a little bit of buying coming in here over the weekend. This was currently yesterday, alright, so Sunday. Because again, remember, we're on a new week, new daily candle, new weekly candle, and so this was earlier today on Sunday. Stochastics down here, crossing over a little bit, getting ready for a nice impulse to the upside, which we can see on the daily there. If we have a few days rallying this week, we could see that stochastics turn up, turn up like this, right? Now here's the interesting part. RSI currently 23. It's I mean, it's so oversold, so oversold. We could easily see traders see value here and start moving higher. Now again, we are at this support area. So price support on the daily again is, if this area doesn't hold, potentially 29,700, 30,000, something like that. But not really sure that we would ever get there, because once again, like I said, we're already seeing some buying trying to come in and trying to hold this area. And our RSI is so low that even like daily traders, swing traders, day traders, they see an RSI so low like that, and it's a good buy. An RSI low like that is advertisement to the bulls to buy. So we could see over the next few days some buying come in as soon as tomorrow. And so yeah, that's on the daily. We'll go to the 4 hour. The 4 hour here. Whoops, let me take off my scribbles here so it's not in the way. And then you can see here that we do have some purchasing that has taken place over the weekend, like right here. So these green candlesticks, you can see purchasing coming in. We're negative on our volume oscillator, but you do see a attempted consolidation on volume purchasing. And you can see here that our RSI is slowly moving higher. Problem is one thing that kind of is a concern is stochastics is up at the top. So the stochastics will usually, when it's up at the top like that, this is indicative of some type of impulse to the bottom. So it doesn't have to do that, okay? Because like here, what you can see is it can go up, come down, and then go right back up again. When buyers come in, when it comes down, buyers come in, they buy it, and it just bounces like this. And so you can have a reversal occur even when the stochastics is higher, is up at the top like this, right? So just because the stochastics is up at the top doesn't mean that we are going lower. It just means that it just means that there will be another cycle pushing down, and that can be purchased easily. Now I am seeing a lot of selling. A lot of bears are short selling right now. They're trying to push it lower, and you can see that even now with let me do this, and you can see that even now where this next candle current candle on the 4 hour, it's a pretty new candle, and we're still going down. Now we do have support here at the bottom of these candles, right at about 34,600. So hopefully that will hold. Like I was saying before, the wick previous is 34,000, and so we're trying to consolidate, which that's good news. Trying to hang on. Bulls and bears are fighting in this area at this time, and we'll just have to wait and see who is going to win. Okay, and you can see this. Here's the wick down here. Wick right here down at 44 on the 4 hour. 34, not 44. 34,000 right here. So we could come back down to this area briefly. We could come down to 34 and then just do this, right? And then sometime Tuesday or Wednesday, when the market realizes that the Fed's not going to, if they're not going to do too much, if they're not going to raise interest rates a lot, then the market will respond and do this probably. Okay. Taking a look at the market, let's take a look at a few on the 4 hour. We've got pancake swap. You can see following Bitcoin. You can see CeeLo following Bitcoin. You can see Chili's following Bitcoin. See, all of these are following Bitcoin. Cody, you can see some buying coming in here. Okay. Same setup with the stochastics. Whoops. Same setup with the stochastics and the RSI. Okay. So taking a look at Cream Finance. Now, if DeFi starts coming back, because DeFi hasn't really had a run lately, we could see DeFi plays like Cream Finance and Pancake Swap and Uniswap. We could see those start to do well. Crypto.com bouncing, Cartesi bouncing, Dogecoin. You can see Dogecoin having some purchasing coming in. So I'm taking a look at the dot here. Dot sees the same thing. Dot, I love Dot. Dot's a good project. A lot of innovation happening with Dot. So we could see a major rally in the market. You can see the market wants to go higher, but they're waiting on Bitcoin. Engine coin, more purchasing here. Okay. It's a mixture of fear and a mixture of just kind of waiting to see what happens this week. And so we could have a slow recovery, but we could see a recovery from this point. I think we're very close to the bottom, and maybe even the bottom is in at 34 at this point. We'll just have to wait and see. But Engine coin, if this area holds and if Bitcoin turns around, most likely I'll be picking up some Engine. Ethereum, not interested. So you can see, oh, Phantom right here. Yeah, look at this. Phantom is very, excuse me, Phantom's very explosive. Phantom's at about 208, was at 3, had a high of 350. So if the market does turn around, if Bitcoin does stabilize, see, we've got some purchasing coming in. I'm expecting Phantom to do well. I'm expecting Phantom to try to move higher and recapture the the $3 and 350 area, try to break out higher. So Phantom's doing well. Let's see, Glimmer is another one. You can see here it was just introduced to the market, had a huge spike, and then it's been kind of going sideways ever since. But I think it does have a big future. It's part of the Polkadot ecosystem, and it's new, so it should be running when the market becomes healthy again and starts a new bull trend higher. I believe Glimmer will do well. So there you go, friends. We pretty much see the same thing. The market's following Bitcoin, and now would be the time to start thinking about what coin you like, what your favorite projects are, where you want to focus in the market, and start planning on which ones you're going to purchase and which ones are right for you. Because when Bitcoin starts finding support, the market's going to come back and the altcoins are going to rally really hard. Luna is a very good one too. Luna's shown a lot of strength. Luna's rallying here. Whoops. Luna's having a small rally on the 4-hour. Some buyers coming in waiting for this week. And so there you go. Anyway, I don't want to make it too long. Just wanted to give you an idea of what's going on in the market. One Harmony, that's another one, but it's already pumped quite a bit. PBX, not a bad one. I think PBX is Polka Bridge, something like that. So this is part of the DOT ecosystem. Yeah, there we go. Pretty volatile here. Pretty volatile, but we do see some purchasing coming in, and I would imagine it probably will go much higher if Bitcoin turns around. Pre-search, I like it. It's a challenger to Google, but only in the Web3 DeFi, Web3 crypto space. Canadians love Pre. Pre's explosive, does well. Rose Oasis, that's another one. But Rose has run pretty hard. So watch for the next narrative. Maybe it's DeFi, not really sure. DeFi hasn't run in a long time. If DeFi runs, you're looking at Pancake Swap, Uniswap, a lot of these DeFi plays. including Sunday swap, probably would be a really, really huge earner. Sunday swap's new, and it's on the Cardano ecosystem. So if DeFi sector comes back and is hot again, Sunday swap would probably run pretty hard, depending on when that happens, and also depending on if they have their tokens out or not. VET, I like VET. VET's a good one. You know, VET is actually trying to get into DeFi, and they're coming out with a stable coin. VET is a supply chain leader. You know, track and trace. They're focused on supply chain. They're they're either the number one or one of the, I would say they're number one in the supply chain tracking space, and that's one to watch. Right now it's 4.9 cents. You know, VET I purchased a long time ago at 1 penny, sold it at 6 cents because I moved over to Cardano, and I'm glad I did at the time. But VET's back to 4.9 cents. It's a bargain. Once they get DeFi in place, they should be doing well. It'll pump them up. So there you have it, friends. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I don't want to make this too long. Please click like, and that's the market basically in a nutshell. And so hopefully Bitcoin can hold this 35 area, but tonight is going to be the test. Tonight will be the test. See, you can see how it's coming back down, testing the lower area here. So let's keep our eye on it, and let's hope for the best, see what happens tomorrow. And I'm not in the market, by the way. I'm not in the market. I'm completely 100% in stable coin. Okay, I'm waiting for the market to find its footing. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to find stability, and for this, you know, the Fed issue this week to finish. And you know, I'm waiting to see buying come in at these levels. So right now, I sold everything some time ago, and then I took a very small position in Bitcoin up when the price was testing this area here, and I think I made a video about it. Here I took a position here, and I saw that it was getting rejected, and so I sold, and then it came right back down. So if Bitcoin can find support here, I'll be taking another position for a push to the upside, and hopefully it'll just break out here. So we'll see. Thanks, friends. Thanks for watching. Take care. Remember the number one rule: do not lose money. Second rule: make some money.